Graduates, you have made it, and again, to each of you, congratulations. It's my special pleasure to introduce the extraordinary team of educators who share the stage with me today. They're responsible for the dedicated effort towards building the success and developing the talents of all of our students. So please join me in acknowledging Ryan Hagan, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. Mark Levenham-Stroud, Chair, Audio Production. Chef Christophe Bernard. Master of the International Culinary School. David Schreiber, Chair. Claude Brown, Chair, Fashion Science. Josiah Ruiz, Lead Faculty, Games Program. Design today. Vladimir Zimakov, Chair, Graphic Design. Mike Livinati, Chair. And it's a special honor as well to introduce our distinguished faculty. Faculty, would you please stand so that we can... A commencement ceremony is not only a celebration of your artistic and academic achievements at college, it's also an initiation into the wider world of your professional life. And it's a time-honored tradition to invite a successful person to share his experience or her experience and words of wisdom with you as the symbolic opening of the door to your future. And today, that special and successful person is Andy Howe. Andy has over 30 years of production management experience in supervising television series and movies across the United States and around the world. Currently, Andy is the head of production for Gaumont International Television. Previously, he was based in Moscow, where he was Senior Vice President of Production for Sony Pictures TV, where he was involved in producing Russian-language TV series for broadcast across the Russian Federation. In 1998, Andy was based in Hong Kong, where he was in charge of Sony TV's production in China and Southeast Asia. During his 18-year tenure with Sony Pictures, Andy also supervised TV series, pilots, and television movies for U.S. networks. Before joining Sony as a studio executive, Andy worked as an assistant director and production manager for nearly every major studio in Hollywood. More recently, he has taught film production at our own Art Institute of California, Los Angeles, and at USC, as well as working as a production mentor for the AFI. And he earned a Master of Arts degree in Communications from Michigan State University and a Bachelor of Science degree in Business and Advertising from the University of Southern California. Please join us in welcoming Andy Howe.
It is an honor to be here to speak to you. Congratulations, graduates. You have reached down to find the tenacity and the willpower and the grit to accomplish today's milestone. Possibly the most important part of today's celebration is that you have proven to yourselves that you are capable of reaching a long-term goal And although the road may have been strewn with unforeseen detours or even accidents, you were able to overcome those obstacles to reach this destination of your graduation. Remember this achievement and use it for strength when you are faced with future challenges. I can do this. I figured out how to get through college. This is not going to be too difficult for me. For years, I used my experience on the 18 television series, the toughest show I ever worked on, as a reassuring confidence builder. In the midst of a huge problem, I would think back and then conclude, we can figure this out. This isn't as tough as the A-team. Congratulations to you parents. You should be very proud. I have 2 daughters who graduated from college, so I know the feeling. For the most part, this is the realization of a dream that has been 10, even 20 years in the making. You won't be receiving a diploma today, but you have earned a portion of the graduate's diploma, and you should mark this day as a wonderful milestone in your life as well. All of you graduates have one thing in common, and that is the pursuit of a creative life. Whether you study film, games, fashion, websites, graphics, visual effects, or interior design, you have all been seduced by your own personal muse. That muse is the pursuit of an art that has the power to make you happy. Hopefully, you will be able to find the necessary keys that will sustain your pursuit of and your passion for that muse throughout your career. For me, one of those keys is the funny word, curiosity. It is the curious person who constantly asks, how does this work? How is that different from what I do? How can I do what I do better? But be warned, you have not picked an easy road. All of the arts are incredibly competitive, and you will face rejection, and you will face failure. And if you don't, you're not trying hard enough. Do not allow rejection or failure to intimidate or dissuade you. Accept the fact that you will hear 100 no's before you hear one yes. Accept failure as a process that is required to build your character in order to become successful. Most of you will have to search and fight for an entry-level job in your field, a job you will likely find beneath your ability, uncreative, and stifling. I had a bunch of those jobs for years. I survived that period of my life by striving to be excellent at whatever menial task I was asked to do, while watching out for an opportunity to prove I was ready for more responsibility. I was able to attract the attention of mentors by demonstrating I would never leave a job unfinished, no matter how many hours in a day I had to work. Opportunities present themselves to those who earn them by working their ass off. Unfortunate, but it's true. That said, it follows that there's no room for complacency in this Twitter speed digital age. Keeping up with the ever-changing technology trends, tastes, and ways of doing business will be another key to your success. And one of the most important ways to do that is to make friends with people who share your goals and your aspirations. Socialize with the smartest and most talented individuals with whom you can find a basis to build a friendship. Early on in your career, it will be important to find a mentor, but ultimately, it will be the members of your peer group who will form the bedrock to build your success. In my case, working in TV and film production, many of my jobs were referred to me by friends. Friends I had worked with who knew my work and knew they could depend on me. Later, one of those friends referred me to a job with Sony Pictures TV, where I worked my way up to Senior Vice President. In fact, I was referred to the job I hold today as Head of Production for Vermont International Television by a friend I worked with 25 years ago. This is how business works. Business is built on associations and relationships with people that you're in business with. Another key reason for maintaining a network of friends is to stay current. I know a top chef in Los Angeles. He owns several restaurants, and he makes several $1 million a year. Good for him. You might think that he would kick back because he has it made, but that's not it. Aside from constantly experimenting in his test kitchen, he gets out on a regular basis to participate in the big food festivals, and he frequently visits restaurants owned by chefs he respects to eat with them and talk about their food. In the past couple of months, he has taken trips to New York and San Francisco, where he sought out chefs who were creating food that caught his interest. He is driven to stay current by his curiosity and his passion for improving his art. This is an incredibly exciting time to start a career, and I envy you because you will see advances in the arts that I will never know. Live and work in the present while looking toward the future. Fight to hold on to your curiosity and maintain the fire under your passion by knowing you can always do better. Never lose sight of your original muse. That muse that has the power to make you happy. Congratulations for your great work, class of 2012.